I know all this wasn't over some nachos. All this was over some nachos at the Cheesecake Factory. You know what? I'm just kidding. I don't know the entire story between Sally and Johnny, so I'm just joking, y'all. But let's talk about everything that happened in this episode. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks Love Island Games, Season 1, Episode 2. Let's talk about it, y'all. If you're brand new to the channel, or if you are a returning viewer from last season of Love Island season 5 in the US and you have not yet subscribed, y'all do me a solid, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I am here all season. All right, so let's get right to it. So it starts off with Maya asking the group how were the kisses. Y'all know that the bombshells came in, they had these mystery kisses. Maya's asking them how were the kisses. She then asks if anybody recognized one any of if they asked if anybody recognized their kiss. So immediately Sally was like, oh shit. And I feel like if Maya would have never asked that, Sally would have probably never thought that it could have been somebody from her past. So they then find out that they find out that the partners of the people that got kissed. So if you got kissed, you're the person that you're coupled with, they are now vulnerable. I said, ain't that something? So they're vulnerable. The bombshells are going to get to decide who they want out of the two people that they kissed. That's why they kissed two of them. Whoever they decide they want, they are going to battle joust style in what they're calling the duel the next day against that person. So because Imani, like for instance, because Imani and who was it? Imani and Sally were kissed. That means that Toby and Ray are up for they're vulnerable, so they're gonna have to. One of them is gonna have to go in and fight. Basically, that's how it is. So after this, everybody is shook and just ooh, they stress now. Sally is talking to Justine. And she's like, girl, what if it's Johnny? I said, why would you assume it's maybe? I guess. But that just, I don't know, that felt kind of staged. Why would you assume all of a sudden that it could possibly be Johnny? So now she's like, I guess it did feel familiar. Justine would say, was it good, girl? Justine seems more mad than Sally is about the entire Johnny Sally situation. So Steph and Jessica are talking, and he said that this is good because this can prove to him that she can fight and that she can win. And it's like, girl, I hope you know. I hope you know, Jessica, this man don't want you. This man don't like you. This man don't want you. This man does not think that you are gonna be a good partner for him competition wise. This man doesn't even really seem attracted to you. Hear this and hear this good. That man don't want you. So it's best that you try to, move along and find somebody else. So he says in his confessional that he's a player and he's there for the game and the bombshells. Whenever people say that they're a player, they're really not. I'm going to just say that. Whenever people say I'm a player, you're really not. You're really not, but okay. So we get a conversation with Ray and Imani. So they're talking, and he said that he's there for love. He knows what he wants, he knows what he likes. He feels like he has found that already with her. Imani wants him to fight for her. Fight for me. Okay, fight for me because I think Imani really likes him too. But what we saw on season 5 on Imani's season is she is a wandering eye too. And I feel like every time somebody new would sort of possibly somewhat show up, Imani's head would turn. I know that's not the official thing, but I feel like Imani would definitely be looking and ready to kind of move on quickly. So all I could focus on in this scene, though, was the enhancements that Ray is putting on his hair. The Beijing is killing y'all me. It's not necessary. It wasn't necessary. You can, excuse me, you can taper that up. But whatever. So Sally and Justin are now talking, and they think it's Johnny again. Like they are bona fide, like Full blown, they feel like it's Johnny. The next day, everybody's chilling, hanging out. Armani gets a text that the boy bombshell wants her, so Ray is in the duel now. Dun dun dun. So then Steph gets a text that the girl bombshell wants him, so Jessica is in the duel. Jessica acting like she's okay with it, but she's not. She's not. She kind of annoying, but I like Jessica though. I don't have an issue with her so far. Not yet. So we get to this duel, and like I said, it's old school gladiator. Y'all might be too young for the show, but old school gladiator, and they're really just doing the joust. So Jessica goes in first, and she's like, I'm hoping that she's smaller than me, shorter than me. Maya said, how tall are you? I'd be damned if Jessica said 4'11". No, she's not gonna be smaller than you, sis. She's not. So Megan walks out, and Steph is already hoping that Jessica loses. You can tell. You can tell because one, he don't want Jessica. He don't want Jessica. For him to say Jessica's in his top two, he was lying, just trying to make her feel good. He don't want her. He really don't want her after seeing that she came in last in that challenge. So she goes in. Megan ends up winning 3 rounds to 1. So here's what gets me. Megan won, Jessica won. Megan won another. Why did Jessica come in and kneel down? Girl, what are you doing? Kneeling down, she's going to be able to just knock you off. I mean, the strategy of it all. So Megan feels a way that Steph wasn't enthusiastic that she won because they asked Steph, are you excited? He was like, yeah. And she was like, oh, damn, I thought it would be a little bit more enthusiasm. And I kind of feel like, too, imagine going in, you go out, you kiss these two guys, and then when you actually win, one of the guys, he's trying to play it cool. I think what Steph's problem is Steph seems like a guy that he wants all the women on him. He doesn't want to show too much zeal, right? He don't want you to know that he's excited, that he might like you. He's too cool for school. Not a good look, sir. I don't like him. Tell y'all that now. I don't like Steph. I also don't like the fact that he keeps wearing that hat. Why you keep wearing this hat everywhere? What's going on? Have Ray help you with some of the Beijing if that's what the problem is. So now we get into the guys. Okay, so Ray is up next, and Johnny comes running out. Silly looks shooketh. Justine looks pissed. Apparently Ray knows him, and Ray is like, man, that's that bullshit. So Silly says in her confessional, this ain't the circus, so why are they bringing the clowns? I said, oh, it's about to get spicy. It's about to get spicy. Silly then said that she knew the only way that, or that he knew the only way he would ever kiss her again is if they were blindfolded. So he said he kissed her to break the ice. I said, nigga, what? To break the ice? He said he kissed her to break the ice. Ray comes up and it's like, Johnny has no loyalty. We're USA. It's a bitch move to come for USA. I said, ooh. They about to fight, y'all. They about to fight. So they get into the ring. Ray won 2, back. So then Johnny came back and won 3. I said, man. So I was mad. I was mad. I like Ray and Imani together. I think Ray is very handsome. Ray's fine, big fine. But I think they look good together. Johnny's energy is all, I don't know him, but his energy is very, I don't like it. So, literally nobody is excited. So they're asking Imani, are you excited? And she was like, I mean, you got to show more to me. I'm a person of action, not really words. Words don't mean a thing. So because Jessica and Ray were losers for all intents and purposes, they are now a couple. So y'all didn't get sent home, just a couple, which is cool. So later at the house, they're getting ready to go have a party in the backyard. And Johnny and Ray have another little back and forth where Ray is like, it's lame for you to come after USA. I mean, are the countries are the countries a team too, or just Ray just feel like that's just loyalty? So he says once again that it was a bitch move. Johnny was like, "Don't say that no more." I said, "Ooh, y'all got spicy up in here," but I feel him too. Like, okay, you've said it a couple of times. Like, he done told you don't say it no more. Don't refer to that as a bitch move no more in his presence. Okay, so the guys are telling Ray he needs to kiss Imani or Lipsy. He needs to Lipsy Imani before Johnny does. But we come to find out Johnny's not even on that type of time with Imani. Johnny's there for the money. He could be there for Sally, but Johnny is there for the money. So when him and Imani are talking, he wants to know how to switch up when. And Imani was like, I mean, you fine and everything, and you did good. He was like, I'm talking about the switch. Like, and that's when I knew he don't really like her like that. He's just there I think he's just there for the actual challenge of it all with Imani as a partner. So he lets her know that, like, I can tell there's something going on with you and Ray. Whatever y'all want to do, I'm cool with it. I need you as a partner. But if you want to pursue him, romantically, I'm fine with that. So the fact that they have that rapport and they have that understanding, bet. Something tells me that Imani is going to start liking Johnny, and Johnny might start really liking Imani, but it looks like it's a business transaction right now. So, meanwhile, we have Ray, Justine, and Jake talking. Jake's hair is so distracting, y'all. That hair is that helmet on his head is so distracting. So Ray is sad that he not only lost the duel, but he lost the girl. So Ray keeps saying, Johnny ain't loyal. Johnny ain't loyal. Sir, ain't nobody loyal there. Y'all are out there to win this money. Nobody's gonna be loyal right now. Not today. Not right now. Y'all ain't on the team together. So nonetheless, they encourage Ray, go talk to Imani. Go talk to her, pull her for a chat, let her know how you feel, just that you want to remain open, you want to get to know her. Cool. So Ray goes and he pulls Imani for a chat. And I feel like, Ray, don't get on my nerves about this now. This is your only episode to mope about this. But Ray is telling her how he's sad and he's just bummed because he lost and they're not coupled together anymore. And he like let her down. But said he still feels a way about her and is still gonna pull her for chats. Imani is like, you did good to me. You're a winner in my eyes. You showed like you tried, you did this, you did that. Like, she ain't even tripping off of that. Oh, I forgot to say, Imani did tell Johnny that she was open too. So keep that up in there. So she's talking to Ray, and Ray saying now that his energy is down because he couldn't pull through so that they could be coupled up. So he keeps saying he's bummed about the situation, just bummed. So she's like, what would make you feel better? And he was like, a kiss. So they kiss, and the whole villa sees, and everybody's cheering, and it's a thing. But at the end of the day, they are still open. I mean, I like Imani, but I just know how Imani was moving, and Imani is not going to be loyal to the soil the way that Ray probably wants to him. I don't see it. So we have Sally and Justine, and they are talking once again about Johnny. I want this to be the last episode. I do. I want this to be the last episode we got to hear about this Johnny shit. Okay, maybe a little overlap on tomorrow's episode at the beginning because of how this left off, but I don't want to hear about this the entire season. I can say that now because I'm gonna get sick of both their asses. So Sally is mad that Johnny thought breaking the ice was the best idea with the kiss. It's very tacky. He could have just as easily just kissed two other people and called it a day and just kissed them for shits and giggles. The fact that he kissed Sally, either one means that he wants to fuck with her and get her head messed up, get her head out of the game, or two, he might want her back. Those are the two options. So Justine thinks that she needs to go talk to Johnny to clear the air. And I said, Justine, don't be so worried about this situation that you lose sight of what you're there for. Cause you a little too involved in this for my taste. Okay? A little too involved in it for my taste, sis. So Johnny wants to talk in soul ties. I said soul ties is crazy. We ain't talking in soul ties, sir. So they go over to all the fields instead, because that's a better placement for the conversation, right? Justine said that after they broke up, after he wouldn't pay for her nachos at Cheesecake, I said, I know this isn't about nachos at Cheesecake Factory, although they are delicious. It's definitely like a $22 meal. So something was going on with nachos at the Cheesecake Factory. He didn't pay. She said after she paid for an entire weekend to Hawaii, and I know that cost a grip because Hawaii is expensive AF. Hawaii is expensive AF. So he said that that's not how it went down. She said that he captioned something with Child's Play, which some of us know is a Drake song about going on a date with somebody to Cheesecake and the woman acting out because that's a place where families. I love that song, FYI. So he told her that you did some stuff after the breakup too that I'm not comfortable with, that I didn't really care for, but I'm not calling you out about it. So they get to bickering back and forth in the way that I was very quickly over it. One, because I don't know what happened, but two, I just feel like it's going nowhere. He's trying to talk, and he seems like he's a finesser. He's trying to be, he might be charismatic, which he's able to talk his way in and out of situations, but she's not letting him talk at all. So she keeps saying that he's being an actor, but it's like you won't let him talk, sis. But again, I don't know. I don't want y'all to come for me in the comments. So she said that he's disrespectful and that he could have texted or called her instead of coming in and using the kiss as an icebreaker. She said that he handled the situation like a child. She then says that he's making faces, and he will say, well, yeah, I have a face. I laughed because you got to be shitting me, son. You got to be shitting me, son. Don't do that. Don't do that. So he then said that they each have their own perception on the relationship, the breakup, and the aftermath, which is very true. There is always three sides to every single story. So it's going to be her side, his side, and the truth is going to be somewhere in the middle. So she then says that she hopes that he is better for the next girl, more mature, more everything. She's in her confessional and she's crying and she says she doesn't want to yell at him. She doesn't want to make him feel like shit, but she is also working on speaking up for herself and advocating for herself. And even though she says she don't spin the block in relationships, they gonna spin the block at some point throughout this season. They're going to. I can feel it. Let me know what you guys thought about episode 2. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, thumbs up the video. Let's talk about it down below, y'all. Peace.